Slayers, I'm the one and only world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and welcome to a video I have waited so long to make. So long. That's right, folks. The Toasty Castle build is finally out for Kekcroc. It is time, guys. It's time. You hear that? We're back. And we've got a lot of content to unpack for you today. And so I'm not even going to waste any time. I will say though, we're finally back on the PC. Been a while, I know. I think I've gotten a little too caught up with the Odin, if I'm being honest with you. But you know what? No, we got to get into this. So I got it pinned down here where the old Three Worlds build used to be. And we're going to get right into it. And I'm going to be playing it and explaining all the content for you guys today as soon as it launches. It'll launch in a second, you can hear. There we go. And you can see this build belongs to Sega Slayer. That's right, it's back. I got my own special build again. Awesome, right? Cool. Casper the Mario Forever. That still works? I hear it launched double. It's... Hold on, I'm sorry, I just really love this. Around the clock. Yes, I do use the classic title screen, sorry. I lost it twice. Okay. Wait. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. Let's get into this, okay? Let's get into this. So, getting into this, the first glaring thing you're automatically going to realize is, oh my god, controller support. That's right. My man Casper automatically built in X input. That's right, controller support. Now, I'll go into detail really quickly about how it works. Is essentially this game is based around X input controller support. So, for example, Casper has an Xbox 360 controller, right? And I have an Xbox One Afterglow controller. Xbox controllers are going to work with this game just fine. Now, if you use any controllers with D inputs, so that would be PlayStation controllers essentially, and also certain generic controllers, so just like random USB controllers you have for your PC, and there's another special case that I'll get to in a second, but like D input controllers are not going to work. Neither are generic controllers that don't use X input. So there are ways around this though. First off, my last video on Kekcroc, which was how to have controller support in Kekcroc, that is still valid for this new build as well, because, you know, again, if you have a PlayStation controller, if you have a Nintendo controller, if you have a generic controller, you can still use that Steam Big Picture workaround to, get your controller to work in here, no problem. Like I said, since I'm using X input, it works just fine, and I'll explain all the buttons to you. So, yeah, Xbox One and Xbox 360 controllers are going to work just fine. Nintendo Switch controllers, though, I wanted to talk about those. They are a special case, since I notice a lot of people are actually playing with those nowadays for some reason on their PCs, and, yeah, they're not bad to play with. You can actually have them. They work just like a normal Xbox One controller half the time. But I did try it, and I'll tell you right now, it's a special case because, like, certain buttons work. Like, the analog stick button works, and but the buttons are all swapped. They actually seem to work for this. I don't know. I think Nintendo does use an X input workaround for PC. I believe they do, because it seems that whenever I try their controllers on games, they tend to work. It just tends to switch the buttons around because, you know, Nintendo has the A button on the side and the B button. So yeah, that's just how that works. But yeah, we're gonna get right into this today. So just really quickly going into the options. Nothing really new has changed here. He did add. Oh well, it's not here. I'll show you guys that later. Then we'll go back into the credits. I just love showing the credits off just because, you know, I want to show I want to really show the support for the people who made this game. So, you know, go check all these guys out. And before we get into this, I actually really do want to say thank you to Casper, and thank you to Genesis Jam, Gold Rock, and the entirety of the development team for allowing me to have a special build of this game and play this. I really appreciate it. You guys are really awesome. And I am a super fan of all your work. I am even a member of the Kekcroc Discord server, so, you know, that's a high honor right there. So I also the music, man. The music is so good in this, but we'll get to that in a second when we get there. So yeah, we'll go back here. And we'll enter in my password because we got, like I said, there's a lot of new stuff here. So I have it saved, and the reason I have a password saved is so I have just access to all the worlds I need to right away. 1, 0, 2, and yes, I am looking at it. 7, 4. Just take a picture of it and you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Because who has time to write it down, right? 6. And yeah, I could have did this for before the video, but you wouldn't have got the entire experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, who doesn't want the entirety of the experience? So that leaves 0, 7, and then 0. Actually, I can just go back here. That should be it, right? Yes, it is. Okay, so going into this, we got a lot of new stuff. We got a lot of new stuff to show you guys. So I'm gonna go back and show you, because there isn't really, as far as I can tell, Casper can correct me if I'm wrong, but there isn't that much new stuff to show back over here. But we got 2 whole new worlds to show and 2 bosses and all that cool stuff. So before we do, there are a few things I do want to show you. You might notice the X down there in the corner, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But there are a few changes, at least one here that I know for sure. And that's if we load up Reptile Isle here. You can see the background is now properly rendered. So yeah, there are trees in the background of this level that we couldn't see before, and now we can see them. So here we go. Cool, right? It makes this level seem a lot more lively than it was before. You know what I'm saying? It was already a nice level, but like now with the trees, it actually makes it feel like, you know, just a nice place. Spinners. So I wanted to go over what the controls are for you. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't know what's going on. This man Casper is a saint, okay? Because I'm going to explain to you all the controls. Now, I do get a little mixed up, right? Because personally, I keep trying to jump with the A button, shoot my rocks with the B button, and then switch with the X button, and it does not work that way at all. And so it's really, it confuses me, but the controls are very intuitive and they work well, and I love them. So, for movement, you can move with either the analog stick or the D-pad. Personally, I like the D-pad because, you know, this is a platformer, and so I like playing platformers with the D-pad just because it feels more natural, you know what I'm saying? These games, lots of these old Genesis games and things like that were, oops, sorry, I didn't even realize my mouse was right there. Lots of these old Genesis games and stuff were designed for D-pads, so, you know, I use the D-pad for me personally, but if you prefer the analog stick with your platformers, you can do that too. So pressing X is the jump button for, again, Xbox controllers. Is probably different for Nintendo controllers and stuff like that. But X is the jump button for, again, PlayStation controllers do not work. NED input, generic game pads, PlayStation, those aren't going to work. X input controllers only, and the Nintendo Switch Pro controller does work. I don't think Joy-Cons work, though, because they're not X input. But if you have a Switch Pro controller, it should work. Even a third-party Nintendo Switch Pro controller should work. But yeah. Going forward here, X is jump, so that's good. You can throw rocks with either A or Y. It doesn't make a difference. So when you get a power up, you press B to switch to your plunger. And again, the attack button is the same. You can use A or Y. It's up to you. X is still jump, but what I find even crazier is this man he did not have to do this. So first off, start is pause, obviously, which, you know, obviously is what you expect it to be. But this man did something this is so nice. If you press select, okay, it's not working for me. It's not. I swear it works. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what it does. If you press select, it does minimize. It actually takes the game out of full screen, which is very cool and very helpful. It's not working for me today, but it does. It did work for me yesterday. I don't know why it's not working for me today. It's probably because I accidentally glitched the game and opened it twice. But yeah, it does work. It does work, and it is very cool. And I think it's very cool of Casper to include that into the game because, you know, it just gives you an instant way to get out of the game if you need to get out of it relatively quickly. Come on, Rex. And again, these guys are not named Rex. I just call them Rex because, you know, it's funny. But Yeah, I think it's a very cool feature that he added in, and I could be wrong. This could not be a feature at all, and I just was glitching my game yesterday. And if so, Casper, you could feel free to let me know down in the comments. If it was just a glitch, though, I think it still is something maybe you should actually just probably add into the game because it's pretty cool. But yeah, I like I said, there's not much to go over in these new areas, but there's a few things I do want to show off that might seem personally new to me and might not be new at all. And so the backgrounds were one I wanted to show you. They were always supposed to have a background, they just didn't render properly in the previous build, but it has one now. So the next cool thing, and I'm going to save that little X down in the corner because I know you're ready to look at it. I just want to go over one other thing that I do know that I did notice in Bubble Bayou. I actually want to show you this. I also do want to show you something about the boss that I think I noticed. Again, my memory is trash, okay? So if these things were already in the game and I'm just an idiot, you could let me know down in the comments, Casper. I'm fine with it. You can tell me I might just be an idiot, I swear. But yeah, if not, then I've got something really cool to show you in the boss, so you know. But yeah, I wanted to actually show you guys something here because after I was playing I love the one thing I felt Casper actually did is he gave you a little more incentive to go in different areas you wouldn't before. So you can see now that you can actually see that diamond a little bit better, and if you actually go down here, you can actually see he made it a little more visible. It wasn't visible really before, or it was just a glitch and I was just an idiot. Either way, again, it could have been visible before and I'm just not remembering properly, but I remember, unbeknownst before, I had actually forgotten about it, and before I didn't even know it was there until Casper brought it to my attention in a stream, and now it's more visible. It could have been like that the entire time and I could have just been an idiot, but you know, it's visible now. It's completely, I want to say it's not visible enough to where you would, if you weren't paying attention, you would notice it. But if you're paying attention to your surroundings, you will notice it. So it's hidden, but it's not completely invisible. And yeah, those are hard, man. I suck. Okay, those are hard. But yeah. So I actually want to know something about the boss here, Swampy. Again, Casper, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but okay, so I want to talk about something because this is my perfect opportunity to talk about it. I was telling Casper there is a weird glitch with this game, right? And I don't know if it's the game. Again, I want to emphasize this could not be the game. This could just be me entirely. But randomly, I will lose control of Kekcroc, right? And he'll either go to the left or to the right and just constantly move in that direction. Now, I tested my own controller for drift, and I can confirm there is no drift. I can confirm that there is no... Oh, now select works. Now select works. You see what I'm saying? Now select is working, where you can essentially you can just you know, if you press select, you can minimize the game out of full screen. I think that's a very cool feature, and I'm glad Casper implemented it into the game. You can do it as much as you want, but it's actually very helpful, just in case you need to quickly exit the program. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but once you get back in, that I don't know why that spawned. There we go. Yeah, but I've lost complete control of Kekcroc now. So the only way to fix this is to unplug my controller and plug it back in. Now, I've tested this in other games. I did a drift test and a USB test. And as far as I can tell, there's no problem on my end. But again, it could be a glitch in the game, but it's probably a problem on my end. I don't know. Like I said, maybe Casper, see if you could replicate it yourself. But I'll be right back because I have to unplug my controller. And once I do, my headset is going to cut off. So just give me a second. Okay, I'm back. We're good. I'm back. We're good. Okay, we're good. Okay, so we're gonna press select now, and I can move. Okay, well, like I said, once you unplug your controller, it works for you again. I don't know why it happens. Again, I'm not making the claim that this is at all the game. In fact, I personally believe it is me. But the cool thing I wanted to show you here was, I believe Swampy is now easier since you can hit his body. Now, maybe you could always do that, and I was just an idiot. But I remember before I had to actually jump and hit his head to actually hit him. It just makes this boss a little bit more easy. If it makes it a little more, not easy, but more doable, because he is still hard and does still take skill. As you can see, he just hit me right there, so you know. But I just wanted to bring this to your attention just because I feel it makes the boss a little more, you know, fair, because before you had to like hop up and hit his head. Again, I might be mistaken this entire thing, but I remember, and I even went back and played the 3 builds, and I was like, oh wait, you have to jump up to hit his head. And so I just wanted to show you guys that, just to show you that it is a little more, you know, maybe I'd say beginner friendly, because you can actually, hit him without having to hit his head. And yes, I've become really good at this game with controllers, so it's cool. So now, we'll go ahead and show you guys what's new here, and that is the item shop. That's right. It has its own exclusive music. We got this fellow over here. I'm gonna call him. Wait. Let's see. I don't know what his name is. I didn't ask Casper. I'm calling him Roger. This is Roger right here, man. Roger. Casper, make it so. Make his name Roger. No, okay. I'm calling him Roger. But yeah, there are items now. So, before I had recommended to Casper, and I'm sure he probably already had this in mind before I said anything, that crocodiles should probably have a use, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't really have a use beforehand. You would just get them and you just have them. Now they have a use. So, and they're actually very useful. At first, I'm going to explain something. At first, I thought this was counterintuitive, but then I realized it made sense as time went on. So, for 10 rocks, it's 5 crocodiles. For 1 continue, it's 10 crocodiles. 10 crocodiles. And for an extra life, it's 20 crocodiles. Crocodiles. So, now, originally when I first played this, I thought, why is it that an extra life is more expensive than a continue? If anything, a continue is more valuable than anything else. And I'll tell you why. Because with an extra life, continue, you have to restart the entire level or boss or whatever you're on. With extra life, you don't have to do that. You can just respawn. So in reality, the more extra lives you have, the better it is. And you see, I just bought a continue, and the shop works completely perfectly. You can buy 5 rocks if you want to, and each thing has their own sound. An extra life makes a na-na-na-na-na. A continue makes a da-na-na-na-na, and rocks make a rock sound. So there you go. You could just, it gives you somewhere where you can actually spend all your crocodiles, and I really think it's very awesome that he did this. So, Casper, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But I actually had an idea. This might be stupid, Casper, but I just thought this was an idea, right? A good idea. What if you had, for 100 crocodiles, right, a chance at a bonus level? Just saying, I just thought it would be a good idea, you know what I'm saying? Like, an example, maybe you forgot, maybe you missed the bonus level here in Bubble Body level 2, and you don't want to have to, you don't want to have to go all the way back and do the entire level. What if for 100 coins you could play you could play a bonus level that you missed, you know what I'm saying? Just in case you're going through and beating all the bonus levels. I don't know. Probably dumb. Might not even work properly. I was curious as to why there is no power up option. You know what I'm saying? Beggars can't be choosers, but I'm just saying. I thought it, just in case you don't have it, maybe you want to go into which again, it's actually now that you think about it, it's probably relatively stupid. Yeah, ignore that, because every boss has like 5 different power ups, and then every level has multiple power-ups as well. But either way, yeah, I think that bonus thing is a good idea. It might not even work, but I think it's a good idea. So yeah, the item shop though, very intuitive, works very great, and I love it, especially because it just gives you the option to buy a bunch. If you save up your crocodiles, you can buy a bunch of lives. I imagine when we get all the way to the final world, that's gonna come in relatively handy, and I appreciate that a lot. What else was one thing I wanted to show you? I wanted to show you here in Miracle Mountains too. Now, this could be completely, I could have been blowing this completely out of proportion, and again, it just could have been the fact that I'm dumb and blind, so I missed this before, but I did want to show you guys this just in case I wasn't dumb, and it's new. Remember we played this Lion King game on, okay, I'm an idiot. Remember we played the Lion King game on stream? That was fun, right, Casper? Yeah, that was fun. Reset the platform. Okay. I thought that was pretty fun, but yeah. So this background is from that Lion King game, so I think it's actually relatively cool. Wow, he was still going up. That's crazy. So I want to show you guys this. Now, I could have just been an idiot before. Now, I'm quite sure the bonus was always there, but I believe Casper's made it more visible now. So, you know, a little more reason for you to go down there. And it's that now you can see two crocodiles down here, which lead down to the bonus platform. Now, again, I'm not sure if this was always here and I was just blind. And I didn't go. I'm gonna go back and check the Three Worlds build. Actually, probably after I play this game, and I'm gonna compare the two on stream just to go through and see if there's any. I want to play them both on stream to see if there's any new changes I missed. But yeah. So Sunday Funday will be some Kekcroc and some other stuff. But yeah, I just want to show you guys that. That is quite cool to me. I just thought it would be cool to show you guys that, you know, he's making them a little more visible, but still invisible to the naked eye. So if you weren't directly looking for them, you would probably go right by it. And see, I wasn't looking, but I happened to see it out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, okay, well, there's the bonus stage, so you know that's cool. Now we don't need to go to the boss, but now it's finally time to show you guys the good stuff, and I'm talking about the good stuff. We got taffy tides. It's time to show you guys the. Oh, I forgot I picked up the bonus stage. Another cool thing I actually want to show you guys about the bonus stage is that they have similar to like Sonic 3 and Knuckles and CD. They all have how you say special designs based on what world you're in. So you can see Miracle Mountains is blue with like a sky texture for just Miracle Mountains, and I thought that was relatively cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's similar to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and you know how all the blue sphere stages are marked after the game. These things are hard, but they're fun. You know what I'm saying? They're a challenge, and that's great. But they are like, once you learn the layouts of them, you should be relatively good at doing them. They are, but they do offer a bit of a challenge for, you know, your more experienced players. Like right there, that got me. Not gonna lie, they are fun though. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. There was something in Miracle Mountains episode 1. I think I wanted to show you, but I'm not, or level act 1. I call them acts. But they're actually levels, so you know I just say act for whatever reason. But you know, I'm used to Sonic. You know what I'm saying? It's happened again. I can't prove if it's a game glitch or if it's a me thing. I don't know. Like I said, if you can replicate it, let me know down in the comments below. But I don't know. It just happens randomly. Okay. We're back now. We're back. I can no longer hear the game. Is it just like is it a me glitch? Can I? No. I can't hear the game anymore. Okay. Okay. I'll be right back. Actually, no, I'm back. So I can still hear the game, actually. You can still hear the game. But you can't hear the music. I don't know, the music stopped. So, you know, Casper, there you go. He asked me, was there anything wrong with the game? And, you know, I'm gonna, you know, obviously I'm gonna make all these aware to his attention that, oops, left my mouse here. There, I just discovered that glitch by accident. Only reason I brought you guys here is because I wanted to test something. No, okay, so it was a show thing. Okay, so we can actually leave this level. Oh well, we can't leave it because I've gotta stay here and actually complete it. But yeah, there was something here I wanted to show you. Casper, another thing, Casper, another suggestion. I don't know. I don't know if this would be useful or not, or if there's even a way to implement this. I'm just giving suggestions based on things, you know, as I go along. You know, I'm not a game developer. I don't know how practical some of this stuff is. You know, I just help give suggestions. An exit level thing would be nice. You know, an exit level button. You know, it would actually be nice because, you know, especially if you're just trying to show off some of the new stuff, you know what I'm saying? Or if you just got into a level to maybe, I don't know. I don't know why you would just go into a level next, but you get my point. An exit level button would be nice. Not because it necessarily is needed, but it would just be nice. I hope the music comes back. Is it gonna come back? Yeah, it came back. I don't know what that glitch was, but it was something. So finally, I'm gonna go ahead and get to show you guys Taffy Tides here. But first, we're going to buy an extra life. I didn't even buy one, did I? Oh, whatever. I guess I did. Okay, so Taffy Tides. My God, this place is amazing. I'm just gonna let you guys know right off the bat. So first off, the music is amazing. And to show you guys, to help emphasize how good the music is for you guys, I'm actually going to turn this volume up and Okay, so you heard the music, and it's amazing. It is amazing. It was made by Genesis Jam, and I forgot the other person's name. I'm very sorry. We're gonna read the credits again at the end. I'll read it to you. But yes, Genesis Jam. You and your friend are flat out amazing. This song is amazing. I love it genuinely. It's great, and the level design here is so fun, like literally. So as you can guess, Taffy Tides is a water level, and first off, Casper and all the team, I want to give you guys so many props, really, because not only does this foreground just look amazing, like genuinely, the entirety of the water effects are amazing. How they overlay over top of the details in this are just mwah, mwah, they're amazing. They're perfecto. Like I'm not even just joking. They are great. And the level design here, and the enemies here are like sharks. I don't know their names. I asked Casper for like a sheet of all their names, and I don't know if he had one or not. I had to record this video, so I was out of time. So you know, I'm sure I'm sure, like I said, I'm gonna be streaming this game on Saturday, so I'll show you guys. But Casper actually has what's even crazier, right? What's even crazier? I said Casper. What's even crazier, right? Is that he gave Kekcroc water physics. That's right. In the water, Casper. I keep saying Casper. In the water, Kekcroc can. Maybe it's because like Kekcroc is Casper's child, like a joke, like your creation is your child. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke. Even though, like, I know he didn't create the character, but you listen. Okay, we're getting off track here. Okay, the water effects are so nice, if I say Casper, just know I'm talking about Kekcroc. Kekcroc has water physics, and I think they're very cool. Also, I was so afraid for a second. This might have been an unwarranted fear, but I was so afraid that he was going to be able to drown. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I just thought Casper was going to automatically pull a Sonic on me, and I was scared. But yeah, he has water physics, so that's really cool. And there are two types of sharks. They just have two attack patterns. This shark right here with the red eyes and gray this shark right here with the red eyes, well, they both have red eyes. But the dark gray shark constantly comes at you. This shark has a pattern where he'll just go back and forth. It's really, I think they're very cool. They're not hard to hit. They're very cool and easy to hit. The music is so good here. Again, I need to prop it up, like, genuinely, and you just go forward. And there's the goal for Taffy Tides 1. Remember when we got here, when we first discovered that we could get here in the 3 worlds build and see a prototype of the level? Yeah, it's nothing like that anymore. It's fully designed. It's great. And here we go in 4-2. Ding, ding. This song is so good, by the way. Again, look at it. Animated seaweed. Bubbles that come up. Animated grass. Listen. This is how cool Casper is, genuinely. He took precautions in all of ways no one probably would have even noticed. Would you have noticed that? Look, follow my mouse. You see it right here? Would you have noticed that this tiny bit of grass right here moved? No, I probably wouldn't have, but guess what? My man took upon himself to get it to move. Look, seaweed that moves. It moves. It's so sick. Oh, and here's these new clams. So inside these other ones there is nothing, but there isn't anything in there for now. Look, another piece of moving shrubbery that just like, in all honesty, my man had no reason to have move, but he put effort into it, and he actually have them move, and they dance along. It's so cool. I appreciate that so much, you know what I'm saying? I try to appreciate the little things in games, you know what I'm saying? And that's one I appreciate. And here's another clam, and this one actually has the bonus in it, so that's actually really relatively cool. Oops. Almost got, how I didn't lose my power up there, I cannot believe it. By the way, am I the only one who ever noticed these rocks are shaped like hearts? Like, if I could, like, look, they're hearts. You see that, right? They are hearts. Like, I'm not the only one who noticed their hearts, right? Okay. And we get a power up right there. Great shark. I think these shark enemies are really freaking well designed, and I think they're very cool. Go up here for the bonus. Not the bonus, the checkpoint. Imagine if you just put a gray shark right there and I got nuked. Well, they're both gray. You get what I mean. Okay. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the death sound is so satisfying for some reason. Right? I don't know. I thought it was really cool how much effort Casper really just put into the small things in this level, and I just thought it was really cool. And there's part 2. There's Taffy Tide's episode 2. So, yeah, guys, that's gonna about do it for this bit. No, I'm joking with you. There's still so much more we gotta go over. So, one thing I actually want to show you guys is that I thought was really cool is that these bonus games, they actually have special designs with them. Like they're like, oh, I already talked about this, but something I did notice is that and again, Sonic and Knuckles does this too. Is where 2 of the bonus worlds will repeat twice, and then they have an extra. And then they move on to the levels. And then they move on to reusing using the themes of levels, and I just thought it was very cool. I'm really bad at that. I really am. But Taffy Tide's using Miracle Mountains bonus stage, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles does this too, and I think it's actually relatively cool. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's a cool little Sammy Seahorse. So Sammy Seahorse is a new boss, but I just feel like this game is, as well as being a cool Kekcroc game, I also feel like it's a bit of a love letter to all things Sega Genesis. You know, it feels like there's so many things you can get from this. Like, the rocks feel like the adventures of Batman and Robin, and Casper might not have even thought about this, but they do. With the special effects and things, it almost looks like Castlevania, Castlevania Symphony, not Symphony of the Night, Bloodline, right? I can't remember the name for some reason. I'm thinking of Super Castlevania 4 for some reason. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's Bloodline, right? Yeah, and so much of this also inspiration you could just tell comes from Sonic. So Sammy Seahorse, he is a extremely cool boss because, well, Casper, there's a glitch. Apparently, I don't know if that's supposed to be on purpose, but yeah, he's a cool boss. He just pops up from the bottom. He pops up from the bottom and he tries to hit you. Now, I don't know if he is relatively easy, but I also don't know if it's designed to be that way. I mean, I don't really know how you could fix that. I don't know, maybe have him shoot something out of his mouth that targets the player or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't see a problem with his difficulty now. He can hurt you. He's relatively easy to dodge though, so and you get or maybe just make the time frame for when he pops up just a bit shorter, because he pops up relatively slowly. You have more than enough time to dodge him. I don't know how you could. I'm just saying. I thought he was he's easy, and I don't know how you could, like I said, genuinely make him harder. The only way I think you could make him harder is either have him shoot stuff out of his mouth, or have the time from which he pops up relatively shorter than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you have ample enough time to dodge him. There's almost never a situation where you're gonna get hit. But I think he's a cool looking boss, and I also love the little feature of you walking into Toasty's castle right there. I don't know if anyone else thought that was cool. I think that's insanely cool. And by the way, I should mention, I'm gonna leave a link to this down in the a link to the game, or Casper's video where you can find the links to the game, and the pinned comment below. He has a link to both Itch and Game Jolt, so that's cool. Toasty Castle's here, though. We're going to go here. So level 5-1 is Toasty Castle. And there are some new enemies here, new music and everything. So now you can see we got a new spring. It's like a super spring. It's silver now. And Toasty's Castle is a very dark place. Look at the lava effects, though. Just pay attention really quickly. Look at the lava effects. It bubbles and it's all cool. It almost looks like Kool-Aid, you almost get a little bit thirsty. So these are the new spinners. I forgot their names. But unlike old spinners, they are a lot more aggressive and faster. And they actually are a lot creepier. And they take 4 hits instead of 2, like the traditional spinners. So yeah, watch out for these guys. I imagine they'll be a lot more prevalent going forward in the game. But they make their debut here. These conveyor belts are also hard, and I again imagine these will be probably more prevalent in the game later on. But yeah, these guys take 4 hits. They're basically just boos from Mario. As long as you let them get close to you and you don't let them hit you, because they can get you by surprise, and if you let them gang up on you, well then you're dead, Bucko. Yeah, but they take 4 hits now. They're oh my god, they're so scary. You know what I'm saying? Their eye, and he even added spikes here. And by the way, again, let's just talk about like animation that didn't need to be, but was, and that is so cool. Is that this man animated the spikes? That's how much love and attention goes into this game. These spikes didn't need to be animated. Would you have noticed if these spikes were animated or not? I wouldn't have, but guess what? They are, and that is just so freaking cool. There's so much attention to detail in this small little fan game, and I love it, man. I genuinely I love it so much. I think it's so cool. Just again, unnecessary detail. Even the spring is animated. Like, let's just look at it real quick. What? Can I do that again? You saw that, right? Oh yeah, you can get behind the spring. That's actually relatively cool. And so I'm guessing Casper knew this was a glitch and then made it so you just automatically rise above the spring. But even the spring has nice fluid animation. Can we just talk about how cool it is? Oh, can we also talk about how Casper, part of that lava pit doesn't work. I don't know which part that is, but like after the checkpoint here in Toasted Castle's level 1, um after you dodge the spikes, not this one, but the one with the spring over here. So this one right here, part of this pit doesn't work, I believe. I guess maybe. Let's just double check. No, it does. I just somehow managed to glitch past the. I just somehow managed to. No, it works. I just somehow managed to glitch past the freaking. To glitch past the What's it called? I managed to glitch past the death boundary somehow. I hate this section though because it's hard because you have to time your jump and you don't want to go too far just to make it to the other side. It's a bit scary, but once you do it, you're good. There we go. Collected crocodiles. So now we got two. We got one more level here, and then we got a boss, and that'll be the end of this video. I know it's crazy. Well, not really, because we got a couple more things I do want to show off really quickly for you guys. So yeah, again another super spinner here. I forgot what they're called. Again, that's my fault. I'm an idiot. He told me one time, and I just haven't remembered. A new power up. So there we go. 3 rocks. Here we go. Oh, by the way, these conveyor belts are like beautifully animated. I mean, the animation on them are so smooth, it's crazy. And this is what I'm talking about. Certain games, certain official games, don't even have dumb conveyor belts where like only a part of them don't move, and I just think that's very cool that they all move. And again, the spikes moving, I think it's all so cool and intuitive. Come on down here, you. Okay. Oops. Dang, I got hit. Okay. Don't worry, we got this. Because I know there's a spinner up here somewhere. Bonus. Just made it. Okay. Goal. There we go. And I want to show you guys the bonus for level 5. Because it's actually relatively cool. So if we press skip. So what's actually... What? Why didn't I... Maybe I grabbed a life and didn't grab a bonus. Either way. Here's the final boss, well, for thus far. And it's Toasty. We're at Toasty's castle. It's time to face Toasty, our mortal enemy. And I want to show you guys something cool right now. So we get enough rocks here to fight Toasty. We're ready. I'm ready, guys. Are you ready? So here's Toasty. He looks very menacing. He'll do something to you. No, it's too much. I surrender. I love how sad. Look at his expression, by the way. Look how sad he gets. So that was a Toasty's decoy, and he gives you a note. But what's even funnier is you don't even have to waste a rock to beat him if you don't want to. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about in a second. You grab the note, and you keep on walking. Oh, and I just love how you're rewarded with so many crocodiles for your effort. Like, man, you just had a very great boss battle. You're rewarded for all your effort. So let's read the note here, because we got a note. It's super cool. And the note says, "Stupid crocodile, did you really think it would be this easy? What you've just beaten is a worthless decoy. You may have got past my henchmen, but you won't stand a chance against me. With everlasting hatred, Toasty." I just like to give Toasty a dark voice like that. I mean, in all honesty, he probably has I don't know what his voice would sound like, but I just think it's actually very funny. So if we press there, it says this is the end of the Toasty's Castle build. Hopefully this will be the last cliffhanger before the final release. As usual, some stuff might change. I hope you enjoy playing this build of Kekcroc, the game's creator, Casper the Mario Forever fan. P.S. Go to extras, press down, up, over, A, over, down. And by the way, I should mention this, but this is obviously done. If you prefer playing the game with the keyboard, the keyboard controls still work. So yeah, I want to actually show you guys something. Dun, 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 dun. I want to show you guys something before we actually get into the. It says new game. Don't worry, it's not a new game. You're gonna appear right back to your. It's a new game. I didn't think this through. It's fine. It's fine because we're gonna have to play the extras anyway. It's all about the extras anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys the extras, and it's fine because we have all the levels unlocked and everything. So that's cool. And yes, I took a picture of the extras of the how to get to the cool stuff menu, and some stuff has actually changed there that I want to show you guys as well. So I think it's cool. So go down to extras, press down, up, over, A, over, down. Okay, there we go. And so I want to show you guys something. We got renewed in classic for title screen. So if we go into the cool stuff menu here, yeah, there's now this cool little picture down here, and I love it. I think it's actually relatively cool. So we're gonna turn on infinite lives, infinite rocks, hyperspeed, weak bosses, and level select as well. So I want to actually show you guys something that the 5th bonus level, which for some reason does not work, is actually based off Greenhouse Gulch and not Toasty's Castle. Yeah, I was just make sure there were 8 levels. Yes, there are 8 levels. So we're just missing 3 more levels, guys. 3 more sets of worlds. I don't know when these. Don't ask me. I don't have any reference as to when these will be released. But either way, actually, I just want to show you guys that the bonus level 5, is actually based on Greenhouse Gulch. If I show you really quickly. So yeah, it's actually based on Greenhouse Gulch. So you can see a little bit of what this level will look like, and I think that's very cool. It's not it's relatively cool actually being able to see somewhat of what this game looks like. Again, I don't know why the bonus does not work in Toasty Castle. It just does not. But I just think it's cool that we actually get for now we actually do have somewhat of a little teaser of what it would look like. I mean, not in full, not in entirety, but like we know somewhat what it will look like, and so I just think that's cool. So now that we got infinite rocks, infinite lives, I'm gonna have to run my way through all these levels again because I wanted to show you guys the Toasty's boss, and I'm quite upset now that I actually have to do this. I lost control over the controller and I can't press select again. Okay, guys, I'll be back when I actually have managed to make it back to Toasty's Castle, or that I could just enter in my password. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, but it's not full, so I'll be back, guys. Okay, and I'm back. I wanted to actually bring you guys back because I wanted to show you something really quickly. I brought you guys back along for the ride, and like I said, this video is almost over, but I wanted to show you guys something really quickly. Yeah, that. I gotta ask, why is it that Taffy Tides and I don't know if this is on purpose or not, but I should have asked. I can't switch back to my freaking rocks for some reason. I think I've broken the game because I'm stuck. There we go. No. Why is it that Taffy Tides and like Taffy Tides and Toasty Castle do not have intros? I need to ask because I like I said, I don't know if this is on purpose or maybe they do have them and they're just not playing. I don't know, or is it just the first 3 worlds that have those intros? I was under the impression every world was gonna have one, but I just didn't know why these worlds just did not have one. I was just curious as to why. Something else I'm actually curious about is how do you pull off the infinite lives and infinite rocks thing? Is it I'm curious, does it work by having a set number of lives and rocks that is just so exceedingly high that the game cannot there's no realistic way you'd ever truly run out, you know what I'm saying? Like you just give someone 999 lives and the next thing you know they'll just never run out, because how are you going to run out of 999 lives? Even you aren't that dumb. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like I'm just curious as to how that trick is pulled off, or is there actually some way to just genuinely infinitely generate one life? You know what I'm saying? So it always thinks you have 99. I'm just curious as to how that works. Same thing for the rocks. Like, do you just give an exceedingly high amount of rocks that like there's no way you would ever run out in a million years? Like, do you just give someone a billion rocks and then say, here's infinite rocks? Or just like account. I'm just curious. Personally, I just think that's a cool like little developer secret of how that glitches, how that not glitch, how that's pulled off. Curiously, I'm curious. I should speed run. It would probably be cool to speed run Kekcroc, especially if you do it with hyperspeed on. The first Kekcroc hyperspeed world record. But I was just curious as to how that works because, like I said, there's no intro for Taffy Tides or Toasty's Castle. So I don't know why. Again, I don't know if there just wasn't one to put in the game or if it was just cut last minute or something. I don't. I was thinking Sammy Seahorse wasn't gonna end up being weak, but no, he is. What actually happens if he hits you? Okay, there we go. Poor Sammy. Goodbye, Sammy. And the Toasty's Castle, we go. So I got you guys all the way back here because I finally wanted to show you one thing with Toasty, or Toasty's decoy, as we call him. I wanted to show you one little glitch not glitch. I don't know if this is a glitch or if this is intentional, but either way, if it is a glitch, don't take it out. It's insanely funny, and it actually kind of makes sense, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm dead. Oh no, I'm stuck. Please tell me I'm not really stuck. Come on, guys. It's only just now occurred to me that not only could I have restarted this game, I could have easily just went back. I'm stuck. Casper, glitch. There we go, Casper. There's another glitch for you. Not that many, though. There's not that many. So I wanted to it actually just occurred to me that I could show you guys something. I could have just went into the level select, and I'm a complete idiot, and I've replayed all those levels for nothing. So I'm pretty upset about that. But it's actually quite stupid. I could have literally just went into cool stuff and then just like, there we go. I actually remember it by heart. Oh, by the way, I'll show you guys the proto phase stuff in a second. I could have just turned all this on and went over to level select here and then just went all the way down to Toasty's Castle and boss. And so if you click the boss here, I want to show you guys something actually relatively cool, personally that I think is really cool. And that's if you go over here and you just walk into him, he dies. Yeah, I just want to show you guys that. You can literally walk into him and kill him. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but if it's not intentional, please leave it in. It is insanely funny, and it actually works well because he's a decoy, and so he's just scared of Kekcroc walking up to him. I just think that's insanely funny. Also, why does Toasty have a henchman that looks just like him? I'm just asking. I just love the fact that Toasty's just writing you a letter. But I came back to show you guys something personally that I wanted to show you guys something. Yeah, with the one last thing I needed to show you was actually the proto phases because they don't work with the controller. I just thought I'd show Casper this. I'll go to the second one because this doesn't have that music play that can get me copyrighted. At least I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't. So I just want to show you guys this. I don't know why, but the controller, I'm pressing buttons, move the sticks. They do not work in this. So I'll show you guys. I just switched to the keyboard. You could probably, I don't know if you can hear me using it, but like, yeah, I don't know why. If it's just a glitch with these levels, but like, yeah, they don't work with, they do not work with the freaking, controller. I don't know why they just don't. Which again, I'm quite certain they probably won't even be in the final game. I just thought I'd make it apparent, even on the start menu here, even on the search screen. This area, the entire area, the entirety of these areas just do not work. On I don't know if they're gonna be in the final game because they are proto level phases, but I thought I'd just show you that. By the way, sound test here. I don't think I've ever showed you guys the sound test in full. So yeah, here's the sound test with sound effects. Yeah, actually, no, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video off by showing you guys the sound effects. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say my little outro here, and then I'll play the sound effects, and then I'll end the video. So again, thank you, Casper, and the rest of the team for letting me play this build. I really appreciate it. I think it's really insane, and I think it's really cool. Again, I think it's really cool. Now, like I said, there are a few glitches. I did highlight them in this video, but I'm sure they'll all be patched out by the time the full game comes out. You can find the link to the game in the and the pinned comments below for you to go play it yourself. It is PC exclusive, but it is on both itch and Game Jolt, so you can get it on whatever. Did I say Game Jolt? Is it Game Jolt or is it Game Banana? There's a couple of them. I don't remember. No, Game Banana is the mods for freaking Sonic Generations. No, it's on Game Jolt and it's the IO, and I'll leave the links to Casper's original video where you can find the links in the description below for him. So yeah, again, thank you guys for letting me play this build. I really appreciate it. I'm a huge fan of this game, a huge fan of the development team, and the music and everything is good. And also, by the way, I'll go over the credit in this little section right here where I'm done talking and you watch the sound, hear the sound effects and music play. I will also go about showing off the credits one more time in a nice orderly fashion, so anyone who wants to read them can read them. So yeah, without that being said, thank you guys. If you're new here, if you could subscribe, that'd be really awesome. Trying to reach 400 subscribers, you'd be helping us out a lot. Make sure to share this video with your friends to become a Super Slayer. I've been the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64. And until next time, make sure to have a great day, great night, or great anytime. Have a good one, Slayers, and enjoy the little sound effects. And yes, I'm going to do them in real time because that's just me.